All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we are here with the district training officer herself. We've got Miss Ellen Wright. How are you, Ellen?
Fine. How are you?
Doing very well. You know,
Good.
we've just been reading about you and finding out so many interesting things. So why don't you share a little bit of yourself with the
About
people out there?
myself.
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, or she said, I'm Ellen Wright. I'm the district training officer here for District 2. We cover 27 counties. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not.
Yes.
I actually was hired February of 2000 in a clerical position in the payroll office. And when I first came to work, we had 618 employees. And right now, as of yesterday, close of business 8/31,
Wow.
we had 425 employees. So we're doing a lot of work with less employees. So I worked in payroll and personnel, which is like an HR office,
Right.
for, let's see, 6 years. I've been in the district training officer position for 10 years. And I'm actually second generation DOT, yes.
We were reading about that.
Yes.
Please share with them, please.
Actually, my mother and my mother-in-law both retired from DOT.
Nice.
Yes, and I wish I had come to DOT when I first got out of school, but I waited a little while, so I was 26 when I first got started. Well, my mother started very young, and she's already retired. She retired in 2000, so I worked with her. Like I said, I came to work February of 2000.
Yeah.
I got married in May 2000, and my mother retired December of 2000. Yeah, she and my mother-in-law both retired with 34 years of service.
That is such a blessing.
Been able to retire with her health and be able to enjoy that, so that's been good. But she actually came to work in the drafting room, and I didn't even realize that till I was talking to her. But she was hired in 1967, so that's back when. One of the cool things she told me was one year they didn't budget for heat or, you know, any kind of mechanical issues or whatever, and one entire winter they went without heat.
Oh, my.
So, you know, that's one of the things about state employees. Business still goes on, you know, regardless of that. So, and my mother-in-law retired from right of way, so that was very interesting. I'm one of the, there's several of us out here that are second and third generation. So.
And such a rich family history, you know, and that shows you too in your family as well as this company that you work for.
Absolutely.
Now, tell us about how your, you know, you've worked in different positions, and this one by far, is this your favorite?
Well, you know, I've been very fortunate in that I have been in the hub when I first came to work here and payroll and getting to meet the employees. We have awesome, awesome people. And I want to tell you a little bit about what some of our people do in just a few minutes. But I guess being able to meet every person, 618 employees, you know, even some are helping, and you see them go on and do wonderful things. But yeah, I do love training. I do. I enjoy it because I actually get to get out all 27 counties that I travel to, and the different area engineer offices and stuff like that. So
tell us what that entails, you know, being the district training officer. Tell us what that entails.
Well, I am responsible for coordinating, scheduling, and facilitating training here with our 27 counties that we cover. One of the things that's really interesting that we've done is we have developed a statewide CDL training program in-house for our DOT employees. We actually handle our own CDL testing and training. And so what is astonishing to me was the fact that the adult literacy issues that there were when I first came into this job in 2006, and being able to work, you know, finding free or low-cost assistance for adult literacy issues. So anyway, so I do some CDL training. That's one of the entry-level things that I do for our employees. They have 6 months to get their CDL. But I also conduct management training for our managers, first-time managers, and as well as our seasoned employees. New employee orientation, defensive driving. I teach 2 different defensive driving classes. Yeah, and first aid, CPR, AED is another one that I teach, and it's a very important class. That's important for anybody, but a lot of people don't realize that our maintenance employees and our construction employees sometimes are more than 30, 45 minutes away from the nearest hospital. So being able to help your coworker, that's important.
That's so good. That's so good. You're right, because in rural areas where, I mean, people, you still work, you still have roads, you still have... And safety, we talked about safety being one of the number one things. So do you have a lot of safety classes as well?
We do. I work in conjunction with the safety officer, but I'm glad you brought that up because I just cannot stress to you enough how important our maintenance workers are and our DOT employees, because people don't realize when you're at home and you don't have power, our guys are out there in the field, and ladies, you know, and they're out there. They pull us up because we're in central Georgia, and we go up to Atlanta to help with snow and ice, our special outfits people do. Post-storm, we have people that go out and clear the roads, so you're able to get out and drive on the road. And, you know, we just do it. We get it done.
Yeah. You know, it's these everyday comforts that people like me don't even think 1 second thought because it's being done.
Exactly.
So that means you're doing your job.
Exactly. And, I mean, just, you got to love it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're not out here to get rich. I'll just tell you.
Right.
You got to love it. And, I mean, we do. I mean, I just cannot stress to you enough. We still have that family environment. You know, we've had some tough times. You know, we had a hiring freeze for several years. So again, we've done the same amount, if not more, work with less. And you know, I'm concerned about 5 years from now, the knowledge and experience that's going out the door that these new people coming in they don't have. You know, and that's one of the things. That's a challenge for me, making sure that things go on.
Absolutely. And you know, and what you're doing though in your position as the training officer, you provide continuous education. And you have courses and different things to help people become certified.
That's exactly
you know, and so you're doing what you're supposed to do in preparing them for what they need to do.
And that's one of the other things that I do is I try to look and see what's available, what do we have, you know, what can we get, because as a state agency there's no bottomless pit of money for training. And you just have to do like more with less, and that's but you know, just think about when you're out riding our roads, when you cross into another state, I mean, you can tell our roads are still some of the best,
honey.
And I mean, really, our construction folks, when you go to Augusta and you go through all that, people don't realize the amount of people that come in for the masters in Augusta. That's in our district, because we cover. You know, we're in Sandersville. Our main office is here in Tennille, but we have Milledgeville, Madison, Louisville, Dublin, Augusta. Is that everybody? Milledgeville? Yeah. And the masters, I mean, we spend a lot of time out there making sure those roads are safe. Because we have our citizens in Augusta, but we also have all these people that come in. They're throwing trash on the road. We're having to pick it up, you know, and that's the thing. I mean,
I want to say this about Georgia roads, and I was talking with Kevin on the drive here. I've lived in about 5 different states. And Georgia, by far, is the best state as far as roads. I remember living in Kansas, and I couldn't wait to see the Georgia roads.
Really?
And I mean that. Louisiana, potholes, honey.
Oh, I know.
And I say that because having lived in so many different areas, having traveled through so many different states, there's nothing like Georgia when it comes to the roads. And I'm not just saying that because it's your centennial, honey, but it's just amazing the work that the people of the Georgia Department of Transportation have done and are doing to ensure our safety on these roads.
That's the truth.
It's beautiful.
And when you start talking to some of our seasoned employees, you know, I'm not me because I've only been here 16 and a half years, but some of these people that are getting ready to retire, I can remember when I first came to work out here, I thought, oh, this is going to be fun, because I remember, you know, the Christmas parties. I was the kid with the pigtails at the Christmas party, and now I have to work with them. But it was the highway department back then. It wasn't DOT. And, you know, people call it GDOT now, and still, when people ask me, because I was raised out here, I'll say, I work at the highway department, you know? So 100 years, it's crazy, you know? It doesn't feel like I've been here 16 years, doesn't feel like I've got just 14 more to go before I can retire, but I don't feel like I've been here that long.
Because you're enjoying what you're doing, the quality of life here, the atmosphere. You believe in what you do, and you provide quality service.
Well, I try. But it's awesome to have the group of people that I work with, because I'm telling you, you just can't even imagine the smart, dedicated employees that we have out here. Just all of it. I mean, just everything. When you leave here today and you get on the road, the people in this building in 27 counties are making sure that that road is safe for you, for your family, for the traveling public, and they do it out of love, you know, of the job, of dedication. And people don't realize that some of those guys, you know, I'm going to tell you, I've heard them. I've heard the jokes, and I will not repeat them, but those guys are out there, ladies too, 105 degrees. It's way hotter than that on that highway.
I believe it.
Yeah.
You know, just to see them out there. And then sometimes, you know, with the major highways where they have to work in the wee hours of the morning.
Yes, and traffic does not slow down.
It does not.
So if I have to say one thing, it's please, please slow down when you get in our work zones. That is somebody's mother, father, brother, sister out there, and we want them to go home. We want the traveling public to be safe. We want our workers to be safe.
And we should feel proud as citizens when we see the work that they're doing, you know, to be very cognizant of that.
Thank them. You know, I do, because I'm telling you, every time I volunteer and work snow and ice, it does not, when I say that, I work out of the maintenance office with IT because we have, everything's different. You know, when I graduated high school, they had one computer in the library. You know, now everything is, computerized. It is. It really is. And to be able to talk to those guys on the radio, and, you know, we're still having to, when trees are down, you know, how many trees are down, what roads, what state routes are affected, you know.
And it's, you all have to really work together. You have to be a team, because just talking to Kyle, just communication officer, how you have to communicate within the organization in order to get the right communication outside.
Right. And we have to remember, we have to be visible. We have to be, you know, accountable for what we do. So.
Well, we certainly appreciate you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else, Ellen, that you wanted to make sure that the public understands about what you do or the employees here?
Just, you know, I don't know so much about what I do. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy the training aspect of it because I enjoy the people that I work with, because I learn something from them every day. My job may be training, but the knowledge that I get from my coworkers, it's amazing. But I guess really, and honestly, I mean this, you know, thank a DOT employee when you see them, because a lot of times they don't feel it. They really don't. You know, they don't. When you're out there and you're flagging and you're having to stop somebody that's in a hurry, you know. Because
the drivers are so focused on where they have to go.
That's exactly. They're
and how and what time they need to get there. So it's like,
I'm the world's worst, because let me tell you, anybody that knows me, I'm screaming in on two wheels trying to get somewhere. But you know, defensive driving will help that. But
and you teach the class.
I do, 2 of them.
I think I need to take it with you.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You should, because one of them we actually get out there and drive. Yes. But really, because this person that is a flagger, that a lot of times it's one of our brand new employees that, you know, they're not as seasoned as the ones that are working the equipment. But those guys have their backs to the road, and they're dependent on this person. So when we have people that, I mean, literally that throw things at them and mistreat our employees, you know, that's the same person that's in Walmart with you. Yeah. You know, they're just trying to do their job just like anybody else.
So people, please adhere to what she's saying and what we're trying to get across, the importance of being aware of the DOT workers that are on the roads, and just thank a DOT employee for everything that they do.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I want to publicly thank them. I do. I appreciate everything that they do because they make my job easy. They do.
Thank you, Ellen.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Ellen Wright, the District Training Officer for Georgia Department of Transportation. It's been a pleasure.
Proud to be a part of the Dublin community, LAQUINTA Inn and Suites is conveniently located on I-16 at 441 and close to many of our city's major industries and businesses. LAQUINTA offers a prime location with many amenities, including free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and a beautiful indoor pool. LAQUINTA Inn and Suites was voted the best La Quinta in the world and a TripAdvisor's Certificate of Excellence. Book your next training class or school at LAQUINTA Inn and Suites of Dublin, locally owned and operated. Wake up on the bright side.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Macquisia Payne with us. She's the purchasing card coordinator. And yes, we have come to her by surprise. You know, we've been having this great opportunity, you know, to go around and meet different people that are part of Georgia Department of Transportation. So thank you, Macquisia, for allowing us to talk to you today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, now listen, just introduce yourself to us. Just tell us a little bit about you, okay?
Well, my name is Macquisia. Born and raised right here in Tennell. Actually about 3 miles from here. I'm married and we have a 16-year-old. And I'm working on my 11th year here with the Department of Transportation.
That is so fantastic. Now, have you always been in this department or have you changed?
I have. I have been sitting in this exact same seat for 11 years, so that should show a little bit of commitment. I love, you know, what I do and the guys and the ladies that I work with. So it's definitely a pleasure to be able to work with people inside the building as well as outside.
Absolutely. And, as we're meeting different people, we're having them kind of explain to us and then people out there about what their job entails, because we're showing how it all works together to a large unit.
That's right. What I do actually is I do the district P card training. If your position does warrant a state purchasing card, I actually will fill out the paperwork. There's some paperwork that we have to fill out and send to Atlanta. And once you're approved, they actually send you a state visa that's issued by Bank of America. And, of course, we have policies and we have rules and guidelines, but it's mostly for materials, items that you need to do your job. And they actually submit paperwork to me on a weekly basis. And because it is state money, we're oftentimes audited, and they will come in and actually say, hey, I need to see, what Joe was spending his money on, and I have to be able to present that documentation whenever they ask for it.
And with your position, it requires, for one, to definitely know numbers. Your accounting is definitely paying off here, and you have to be very coordinated because you've got to keep all of these records, so you've got to be very organized.
That's right. That definitely does come with the territory. I've got a filing cabinet here, and I do have another one, actually 3, in our filing room where I keep, all of this very private information, as well as keeping up my accounting records for 3 years according to our retention schedule. And then on the old campus, we actually have a warehouse where we keep them for another 10 years. So, and that's according to the state of Georgia's retention schedule. So, yeah, definitely organization. Mostly communication with my card holders to let them know what I need from them and how quickly I need it, so that we can make sure that we're, in line with our not only DOT policies, but state of Georgia policies.
Absolutely. You're talking about all these different policies, and you got to be able to keep it honest when you're dealing with finances in this capacity, and for the different things that you need. Keeping it honest is. Hello.
You already know when the taxpayers say, hey, I need to know what exactly you're spending my money on. I pay taxes. I need to know. We have, open records. Everything is completely, somebody could just come in here and say, hey, I need to see it. According to, open records, we have to show it to them. So.
And we're pleased to have someone like you in this position who's been doing it for so long, and you're enjoying what you're doing. So many employees are saying it's like a family. So do you feel that too?
It is. We spend, majority of the time here. My husband and my daughter, they say, oh, you're always at work. We can never do anything. If they're off work or if they're out of school, I'm at work.
You're at work.
Yes, so definitely family here. We know each other's families at home, and we all sit right here together. We cry together. We laugh together. So very family oriented. I wouldn't have it any other way.
And that's beautiful, because that's the consensus that we're getting from the employees that are working here. And we're really trying to tie it all together so that everyone can understand just the importance of what you all do, so that they can have such great respect and appreciation for what you all do. So is there any message you'd like to give to the people out there?
No, I know we're a big building sitting here, on Highway 15, and a lot of people say, I can't believe so many people work in that building. What is it that all of you do? And believe it or not, every single person in this building has a different job. Yeah. And even working here, when I'm driving, I have a much higher respect for the people that work in design, that help design the highways, or the people that work in construction, constructing the roads, or the people that work in the bridge shop, doing bridge repair. So it's a lot more to, a lot of people think we do big trucks and all of that. That's not us. We're the reason that you're able to drive on your interstates. We're the reason that you're able to drive on your state, your state routes, your state highways. So it's a little bit more, and I would encourage anyone, if, we're here Monday through Friday, most likely 8 to 5. Somebody's here 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, to just come in and just ask questions. We do tours. Kyle, our communications officer, he definitely comes around and shows our nice, beautiful building. So definitely come in and learn a little bit more about what we do and how we make such an impact on, the roads and the bridges in the state of Georgia. So.
Absolutely. And by the time they finish watching this show, they're going to realize it. They are. So thank you so much for everything that you do, and keep doing it.
Thank you so much.
All right, this is Ms. Payne, ladies and gentlemen. She is the purchase card coordinator.
Building relationships is as easy as FSB. For more than 100 years, Farmers State Bank has been helping people just like you. Integrity, commitment, service. That's Farmers State Bank. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Farmers State Bank, Lawrence County's leader in hometown banking.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, we've been having a wonderful time meeting everyone, and now here is Yvette Oliver-Hatcher. She's the local government coordinator here. How are you?
Fine. How are you doing
Doing
today?
very well. Now, Yvette, tell us something about you, okay?
Well, I've been with the department for 10 years. I started out as a right-of-way specialist 1, went to a right-of-way specialist 2, and now I am local government coordinator. That has been my career here at DOT.
Tell us, you know, we're trying to help people to understand about everything that you all do. Tell us about what your job means. Tell us what that means. What does that entail?
What it does is I'm the person that goes out to the local government, the cities. We cover 24 counties, and I go out and I get a chance to meet the councilmen, the commissioners, and the city itself. And if they have funding on it, federal and state funding, it goes through this office for enhancement projects and just our newest and with this new House bill. So that's what I do. I go out and they get their funding, and I help them to coordinate getting everything together, pulling it together.
How has your experience been working in this particular position?
My experience from the sales side, because I have always been into a multi-level marketing. It has given me an opportunity to use my people skills with this job. And just making I guess, and my negotiation skills from the right-of-way side. It has allowed me to have the functionality to get everybody on one accord to pull it together. So I guess as a team.
Yeah, and that does require great skills, because when you're dealing, you know, with local government and the different people in the political areas, you have to make sure that you're, you know, like with every job that you all have, that you're communicating properly.
That's right.
That you have the right negotiation tactics, that they understand what the monies are needed for and what things that you have going on. And so your experience in this has been great.
It has been awesome. It has been an awesome experience. I've been in this position now for about 3 months, and what I've learned in right-of-way has been a true blessing in this job.
So each experience that you've taken from the positions that you've been in have helped you with the other.
Yes, and that's the thing here at DOT. It goes from one position to the next, and you get a chance to just enhance your learning and expand your career. And that's one of the things that attracted me to DOT was the career ladder.
Very good. And you're climbing the ladder.
I'm trying.
What message do you want to give to the people out there? Because we're meeting people in different departments and just really, one, celebrating you all, celebrating the work that you all have been doing the past 100 years, with this being your centennial anniversary. What message do you want to send to the people out there?
Well, the message I would like to send to the people is it's a wonderful place to work, and there is growth. And one thing about transportation, as long as there is transportation, it's never going to come to an end, because no matter what we move and whatever moves, it's going to have to move by some means of transportation, whether that's from air, rail, or whatever. So we are going to continue to grow. So when you don't see road work, and I know sometimes that the public get annoyed by the road work, but understand, every time you see something growing, that just means that we're growing as a nation.
And and you're always making things better.
And it's going to be better.
Better and better.
It's a little pain, but in the end, it's a lot of progress.
Absolutely. And everything that you all do, it helps our economy.
Yes.
It helps us with safety, transporting goods. If it wasn't for you all, how would we be able to get around?
We couldn't move anything. Everything has to move by some mode of transportation. And I think I have been here the 10 years, and I wouldn't do anything different. I love what I do. I love meeting the people, and even the public out here. You know, when they see us, they see transportation. They see growth.
Absolutely. Well, we're so thankful for everything that you do and that you're continuing growing and you're continuing giving to the people. So thank you so much.
All right, and thank you.
This is Yvette, ladies and gentlemen. You know, ladies and gentlemen, now, you know, coming up to the front of the building, we're meeting Amanda Garner and, wait a minute, this is Pam Garner and Amanda Collins. Is that right? Now, this is your first day.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. This is by surprise. Now, they did not expect us to come up, so thank you, ladies, for talking to us,
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
Now, would you introduce yourself to everyone, if you would?
Yes, Pam Garner. I'm the accounting manager here at the DOT.
Now, Pam, how long have you been here?
I've been here since January.
Since January. And now this one here, Amanda. Is this your first day?
Yes,
You're being thrown in the fire, honey.
yes.
Introduce yourself to everyone.
I'm Amanda Collins. I'm the front desk clerk.
Now, Amanda, are you nervous right now?
Yes.
This makes it worse because she's training you and we're actually filming that. Now, tell us about how your experience has been here, Pam.
Oh, it's been wonderful. I actually come from the private sector and then into the state world. It's a different world,
Yeah.
definitely. But everybody here is just so loving and just warm-hearted. It's been wonderful.
All right. Now, how is this one right here doing?
Oh, she's doing great. She's picking up really, really quick.
How long has she been on the job?
About an hour.
Amanda, bless your heart, honey. Now, so what things is she working on with you, Amanda?
Basically, we're working on the checking in, checking out, the packages and stuff like that right now. That's what we're focusing on right now, trying to learn.
So she's got to have good communication skills and people
Yes.
skills, right?
Yes.
All right, Amanda, this is a test we're going to give you, okay? So we're just walking into the building. You want to just welcome us in? Amanda,
Welcome to DOT. How are y'all doing today?
we're good. You said that y'all love it.
y'all.
She's keeping it real and
That's
keeping
right.
it Wrightsville.
Southern.
Keeping it Southern. You know, ladies, this is the thing. You know, we're coming here for the centennial anniversary for Georgia Department of Transportation, and we're letting the people kind of see you all in a different light. And it's really showing them just how amazing you all are, even though this is your first day. You know, you're here at a great organization, and this show is definitely showing the people out there just that.
Right.
So tell us, and what does your job as the accounting manager, what does that entail?
Actually, I look over three ladies and then one guy. One of the guy that I look over, he does the mail. That kind of just got incorporated into the accounting department. But I look over the P cards, the 497s, the fuel logs, and then I've got another clerk back there that does the bills. She pays all the bills. So that's what I look over.
And so, and here you are. Now, so you're training her.
Right.
Is that part of your job as well, to train the new employees at the front desk?
It is now.
We're learning so many things. What made you decide to want to work here at the GDOT?
Something different from where I came from.
What were you doing before that?
I was with corrections.
Interesting. So what, that was kind of structured, wasn't it?
Yes.
So you could be a little friendlier now, or?
Yes.
Very good. Well, listen, thank you for allowing us to kind of
Thank
talk to
you.
you for just a little bit. Amanda, don't worry, we won't put you on the spot anymore. Not until the second hour. But no, thank you all so much. And we do appreciate everything that you all are doing here, and we're proud of what you do. And it's definitely given us a better understanding of the Georgia Department of Transportation, that it's more than just what you see on the highways.
Right.
And so thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, this is Pam and Amanda. Thank you, ladies.